Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm currently working on the side quest The Splendorous Sky that day in order to unlock the Recollector's Path, which is, this timed event here. So they want me to go right over here, go near the Tamir Mountains, it says. I'm going to see if I can get this Sealy right here while I'm doing this. I wonder how far away the thing is. I don't see anything around here. That must be the sign of a pasha, huh? What is it? Oh, that. A huge hole with lots of horrid something or other. And there's some hilly churls around here and stuff. I could get this thing right here. While I'm waiting for the Sealy to do whatever it's doing. Okay, it's going near where the new type of hilly churl is. This guy. I may as well defeat him to get this treasure chest.
Take flight. Embrace the ice.
I'm not going to do too much of this kind of thing. But since the Sealy is heading in the general direction that I need to go,
I shall treasure this good fortune.
it makes sense to do it. Oh, cool. The Sealy, unlocked this treasure chest right here while I was messing around. What is that? Huh. Some kind of floating serpent thingy. Oh. The desert here looks pretty different from what we've seen before. There are strange crystals all over the place. Let's see if we can find any campsites nearby. Well, I mean, it's obvious that there's a campsite right here. Talk to the person in the campsite. Hello, who are you? Who are you? You guys don't look like tribespeople of the desert. More like adventurers from a faraway land. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you will get. Please go back. We've been commissioned to come here. We are here to resolve the issue regarding the sign of a pasha. Sign of a pasha? How did you know this name? We are adventurers who have an organization at our backs. Catherine of the Adventurers Guild told us, of course. Since you know of the sign of a pasha, you must have heard of us Shamania, right? The desert past this point is a restricted zone under our guard. As a ranger of the Order of Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. The Order of Skeptics? Ranger? My apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Pyro. Pyro? I don't know. A member of the Order of Skeptics in charge of guarding this place. Order of Skeptics? Paimon remembers that Catherine told us to look for the Nagar Jew sites or something. Looks like Pyro, whatever, isn't the one we're looking for. Nagar Junites. That's just a derogatory name that those guys from the rainforest have for us. Lord Nagarjuna is a hero who fought against the Dev monster, that means, alongside the Divine Bird's heirs. He gained the divine power through the rite of Chinvat and put an end to the calamity. Okay. How dare they call such a great hero and our first Vijnanapati by his given name? Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you two spies from the academia? We're here to take care of a problem. We're here because we accepted a commission from the academia. Well, that seems like, yeah, I'll select the problem one. Aha, so you are the academia's henchmen. We've tried our best to keep a low profile, but still you managed to find our trail. Still, I believe that the academia was full of cowards who would never dare step a foot into the desert. I won't lie, you've impressed me. Paimon didn't expect you to have such a strong opinion about the academia. Of course, Lord Nasuraya, Nasuraya, yeah, has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to the state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you are here to gather intelligence after all. I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave. If this conversation continues, I'm as unwilling as I might be to do so, I would have to end you. Yeah, good luck with that. What? You're the one who couldn't resist blabbing. Why are you putting the blame onto us? Also, there's no need to be so rash. Alright, Aether, show Pierho the token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on once he sees it. Token? This had better not be some trick. Ta-da! Told you we weren't lying. A mysterious drum. This one has a cryo marking on it. What is this shabby drum? You call this a token? Did Catherine mix things up? You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now, or things will get nasty. Don't underestimate us skeptics. Bring it on. Okay, it did turn into a fight. Are you seriously gonna fight? No, this isn't gonna be a fight. Actually, it's more or less a slaughter. Yeah. He went down really fast. Cease. Cease, I say. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a thing from the timed event. Lady Sarush, why did you... You didn't have to attend such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders. We Pari appear before whoever we wish, and our volition is not for you mere mortals to question. How dare you overstep your bounds? This little thing is about Paimon's size, and the way she talks is kind of funny. Why is Pyro calling lady in that reverent tone? Huh, I feel like there was a word missing there. Your sins will be judged, but the time for that has yet to come. The two of you over there, as envoys of the Academia, it is only polite to state your names first, no? Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first, but that high and mighty attitude of yours is... My words and actions are not contrary to traditions and principles of the Pari. The same cannot be said for you nameless persons. Fine. We're not nameless. Paimon is Paimon, and he's Aether. We're adventurers who came here on a commission. I'm the one who's an adventurer. We're here to look for the Order of Skeptics. Yeah. I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for that drum, that item has a profound connection with us, Pari, and is not something that you mortals should possess. Aether, I command you to present it to me immediately. No way. At least sound nicer about it when you're asking someone for a favor. Besides, this item is important to our commission. We're to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of that, not only might we lose our reward, we might even have to pay Mora to the Adventurers Guild. That's a huge loss. Reward. Mora? To think that you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake would send your race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our comprehension. You humans are such interesting beings. No matter, I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain worthy tribute even if you should only present it to me after that meeting. That's more like it. Wait, that's still not right. We still have to deal with that huge hole in the sky, and if we don't... Huge hole? You're referring to the sign of Apausha, then? And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? Ha! How presumptuous. It is the duty of us Pari to eradicate the sign of Apausha, an endeavor that I, Sarush, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird Smurg, and to sacrifice everything that one might call Sarush. To stand in my way is not a sin that one such as you may bear. Submerg. Paimon doesn't think that we'll need you to sacrifice yourself for this, though. In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities, and your intervention is futile. All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from the from this guild of yours, so long as the calamity is quelled, will you not? Still, do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like you to sing of their deeds. But Lady Sarush, the Vijnanapati, has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is completed. I have decided, and as a pari, my word is law. Alright, follow me. I shall take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourselves all the same. That which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by some monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you. She really talks a big game, huh? Blah, she's so annoying. She's not even all that large, but she talks like something. I can see what the rest of what she said was. Okay, though Lady Sarush speaks for you, I will not be so lenient should you make any suspicious movements. Look, he sounds all reliable. Yeah. Of course. I am one of the oldest qualified members of our order, after all. I am not quite the equal of our Vijnanapati, but as one of the desert folk who have lived here for generations, the order and I are as one by blood. So if you encounter any issues, you can ask. And no, wait. No, I won't be answering any of your questions. Really now. So about your Vijnanapati. He's a very knowledgeable scholar. He knows more than anyone I've ever met. We skeptics were once a darshan within the academia, but our traditions of knowledge have been eroded after hundreds of years here in the desert, far from the city. It's all thanks to our Vijnanapati that we are recovering our ancient traditions. With him around, our order shall soon reclaim our lost glory. Okay, you didn't have a problem answering that. What's this? Some kind of new material, huh? Trisharite, it says. Anyways, we're supposed to follow Sarush onward to wherever it's leading us. Oh, there's a teleportation point. Actually, let me take a quick look at the map very fast. Okay, we're still quite a ways away from that. Gimme. I could probably get these while I'm running this way anyways. Oh. The path ahead has been opened. You merely need to follow the floating far leaves down. We pari may be regarded as one in body and mind. Words of gratitude are not required. I wish that they made it easier to read that kind of stuff. To think this place too has been occupied by Dev. These monsters move even more. That's what they call the hilly turtles and stuff, huh? Dev.
Take flight.
Oh.
Think you can get away?
And the fifth mage. Not Pyro, Electro fifth mage.
Stabilize.
That ought to get rid of its shield. Oh. Now I gotta get rid of the archer right there. Oh. I thought for sure that would reach it. Not a big deal. What do you mean, Dev? Aren't these just abyss mages and hilly Charles? To think you would so easily defeat the rampaging dev. Your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. Though there is still quite the gap between you and us Pari. The sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I have decided then, you shall have the honor of being my Yasnapati. Yasnapati? Paimon doesn't even know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans, strategists, scribes, and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes, whose stories they exist in. Okay, great. Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung up by others. But if not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who loved conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their tales or their deeds, once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself will suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus I shall give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks, for is this not a grace that few receive from us Pari? This all sounds very complicated, but basically you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right? Not interested, thanks. That's right. There's nothing worth bragging about with you. You just look kinda cute, that's all. Your refusal is futile. Orders given by a Pari are absolute. What do you mean? And what do you mean cute? I am valiant. Heroic. Whatever the case, it has been decided. Fret not. You shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well, sure, even if Paimon can't see it. Weird. She looks pretty cute, but her attitude's just the worst. And the way she goes on about us and we and such. There aren't others like her around, right? Just thinking about it makes Paimon a little ill. Okay, let's continue following her. Oh, these are new items that I can pick up. What? I don't know if I want to fight you, though. I'm assuming that the turtle is violent. If that is a turtle. The path here is now dotted with gray crystals. When I last left it, it was not yet so. Gray crystals? You mean the crystals we're seeing everywhere? Paimon's had her eye on them for a while now. What are they? Gray crystals are remnants of the Black Fire's embers, proof that this land has suffered a great calamity. Black Fire, the calamity. Indeed, I am sure you have heard of a great catastrophe struck long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the land. The dark fire opened a bottomless hollow in this land, and the demons of death that crawled through that gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. Though the gap was blocked by the great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories released by that corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored lord of Kavarena, the divine bird Simurg, drank the primordial water left behind by our god, and transforming herself into Kavarena of all kinds and scattering across the land. Okay. From that day on, the Kavarena, I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that right, has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Kavarena. What was left are these ubiquitous gray crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The gray crystals in the area have increased of late. I suspect that this must have something to do with the sign of Apasha's dark power. But if we use Kavarena's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses do not deceive me, a wandering Kavarena should be nearby. Let us look around. Okay, let's look around indeed. What? What's going on? Great crystals are crystals left behind by the remnants of corruption. Use the power of Kavarena to clear them out. But once said power retreats, the great crystals will re-emerge. Huh, so it's like opening up...
Every journey has its final day.
Oh, I think I understand. There's something over here, right? Wait a second. No, I guess this is... Yeah, that thing. Shining... The crystal melted. Well, then, I did not misspeak, did I? The Kavarena words, the great earth. The cultivation grounds of the Order of Skeptics lies just ahead. Come. Oh. Look. It's some treasure hoarders who somehow got in here. Nice.
Allow me.
It's always nice to see these guys.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Even if I don't... Ah, crap. That was unfortunate. I kinda got lucky. For some reason, Venti's elemental burst went up the wall there. Instead of into the middle of the group. Gimme.
Unsolicited. And all the more valuable for it.
Okay, where does it want me to go? All the way up. Right? I suppose I could slowly make my way up. Although I am curious about other things to do in this room. Oh, it's just gonna keep going up, isn't it? In that case, I may as well take advantage of the little zippy things in the room. Huh. Not wasting any time, is it? I was expecting it to, spend a little bit longer, making me chase it. Okay. What the? Some things are appearing on the mini-map there.
One man's
Grab that stuff.
is another man's
Okay, I'm supposed to talk to him, but I am curious. What are these things that I keep seeing on the mini-map? Are they the new thing that I learned about, the Kavarena or whatever? You know, it might be actually easier to see if this one over here is what I'm looking for. And there's also the statue of the Seven right over there. So, I can interact with this maybe? No? I have no idea. Let's activate that statue. I can also turn in some stuff too, now that I'm here. So I haven't missed any teleporters so far, which is nice. But anyways, so statues, blessing, no, this one. Offer all, but I don't have enough to be able to claim the next prize. That's unfortunate. Okay, now let's go back down there to where the quest objective is. Hello, mysterious person. Lady Sarush, Kavarena's envoy, you have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis of documents regarding the rite of Chinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great songs of Kavarena next, and your great work may then be completed. Wait a moment. You two are... Do not fret. They are Aether and Paimon, my newly chosen Yasnapati, and his companion. Oh, really? So she's chosen a Paimon, huh? They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet. A Yasnapati, you say? Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Know that the people of the Academia surely do not desire the right's completion. Speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum from before out, Aether and Paimon. You bring the drum out, as agreed. Cory Bonte's drum, in other words. Cory Bonte's, you say? Ha 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 ha, yes. This is an important catalyst for our ritual, for the ritual needed to forge a laupa between ourselves and the party. Okay. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. Ah, this is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the Fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics down, to throw down the Academia and burn their House of Dana, or whatever they call it, to the ground. Good grief. Wow, what a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, huh? Villain? Ha! The Academia are the true villains here. I have no doubt of that. Ah, I forgot my introductions. I am Nase Juna, I don't know, the Vijnanapati of the Order of Skeptics. We who cultivate ourselves here, if you would use the terminology of the Academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we at the margins call ourselves. You do not look much like those the Academia might send. We're just passing adventurers, or we did take a commission from them, sure. So you are of them, after all, but it matters not. Even if the entire corps of 30 were to be sent here, my plans cannot be halted. Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. Really, Paimon? The guy sounds like a lunatic. Ha! So, they would all say, those treacherous lats from the Academia, and when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back, probably. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic tomes. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Kavarana, Lady Surish. Humph, and they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. Very impressive, Surish. I'm guessing those were the Fatui. The Fatui? I know not of what you speak, but they were city folk, so I doubt the Academia would be far behind in the shadows. Maybe at one point in time. Do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Tamir Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert north of Mount Damavand would struggle to hold us. It is only because of our harsh environment that and the slander and ostracism by the Academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together and the protection of Kavarena, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement. Yes. Catherine said that you have your differences, but it sure looks to Paimon like you skeptics really hate the Academia. Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feigned politeness by calling us a branch of the Academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, and so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the war against defilement, defending our land. And what have those useless lasses been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed far better deserve honor for our wisdom. Paimon doesn't quite get it. You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Kavarena and impurity, Dari and the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as the sky does. Those sophists and their fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect, or this logic seems a tad messy. Only those who dare to refute the truth can gain true wisdom. It seems that such courage is not found in you. Nasiraya, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the gray crystals hem us in even more tightly, or ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Apausha soon, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign... Right, that's right. We were tasked to fix this whole thing. But after all this talking, we still don't know what it's supposed to be. Huh. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water's surface. Okay. The water's surface. Your explanation is just making things more confusing. I agree, Paimon. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage, as you have seen those before. That big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long, long ago, Dari, or Conria, once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. During the Great Disaster, which they say the Dari started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Tunigi Hollow. And though they were sealed away with the new vein of the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with it. Good grief, all these new names and stuff, it's all throwing me off. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift, and though the monsters cannot enter Tefat through that illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first Vijnanapati extinguished that strange sign together with the Pari, but as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be, who knows, that hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all. It matters not. Simmer drink the Amrita left behind by our god, transmuting herself into limitless Kavarena. As the heirs of the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we Pari have. I, Sarush, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be her equal. Of course, Kavarena's envoy. And we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's with all this talk about sacrifice? Is that really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Apausha have long been lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know that the rite of Chinvat existed at all. According to my research, the Pari are the descendants of Simurg, and should therefore also have the power to transform into Kavarena to purify the land. And would you not say that a grand sacrifice to save the world on the part of the Divine Bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? What? That's so haphazard. This sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? I'm unsure there's got to be some alternative, right, Aether? It's always been this way, hasn't it? Yep. I'm very good at my job, after all. I already said that you need not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we Pari should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Tanigi Hollow and make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Paimon's kinda curious. A sound planned. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Kavarena battles against impurity. My Yasna Pari, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Sarush, Bloomguard of the Pari. Pari are very mysterious creatures, and as the Bloomguard of her race, Sarush can replace her characters to fly and move. Okay. When Sarush is in flight, your characters will stay in place to await her return. While in flight, Sarush can ascend or descend, and can use the Accelerate skill to increase her flight speed. Sarush cannot be too far from your character, though. A Bloomguard should never abandon others, after all. Sarush can call upon the special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Press Sarush's Interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the might of Kavarena. Hold her Interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Kavarena's might. During this time, you can control your character freely. As a Pari, Sarush can also perceive some things beyond normal human sight. In that case, let me take you to a place where my fated sacrifice shall take place. My Yasna Pari, in this, I shall simply call you Pale something. You are, after all, as foolish as a specter. Objection, objection. Paimon's not going to take something. I wish I could read that.
Osmanthus wine
Sounded
tastes the same as I remember.
So,
but where are those who share the memory?
How do I control her? I don't think it actually specifically mentioned how you control her. Oh, maybe this will say it? Or maybe I got an item? Yeah, I got an item, so I can equip this new gadget. I wonder, can I use this anywhere? Or is it only here that I can use this? What did it say? What? Wait. What? No, I didn't want that to happen. Can I... How do I ascend and descend? I forget already. Okay, so I can speed boost like that. But ascending and descending are still beyond me. Oh! That's how you ascend and descend. Okay. Wow, this is neat. So now I can basically fly around. They may have given me a little bit too much power here. Is that pit, that deep pit the Tanigi Hollow you were talking about earlier? There's super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier, too. These were once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of defilement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That is why we must use the power of Kavarena to reopen the way. Hey, wouldn't that just release the monsters again? They took so much effort to seal, too. No. I mean that we must open the path to the sign of Apausha. The way to the rift in the earth was sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. But that is exactly why that sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. We need only use the great songs of Kavarena to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Chinvat, to pass through the darkness and reach the sign. The great songs of Kavarena? The rite of Chinvat? This is a ritual performed by the Pari that will allow us to open a path through the darkness. It is said that the first Vijnanapati, Nagarjuna, and the Pari did just that. But we must first obtain the great songs and gather the power of Kavarena in order to initiate the rite. That's all well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on? I do not know what happens after that. I have encountered legends that our first Vijnanapati, Nagarjuna, was lifted up to the heavens, or used divine power to extinguish the sign. But that, I feel, is a mere myth. I believe that Kavarena's envoys will have some way, since they can purify the defiling impurities. They must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Did Suresh not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Simurgh? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice after all. Well, that's what Sarush says, sure. But that's way too irresponsible of you. Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Kavarena together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. Says the guy who's just been talking this whole time. Well, basically, only the Pari who have been chosen as a Bloom Guard can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Suresh, has yet to obtain this right. And she looks a little bit depressed about it. Is that so? For all that bluster, you really aren't all that, huh, Suresh? You dare speak to me like that, pale floater? Well, Paimon isn't a pale floater. Wait a second, I thought it was Paimon that she wanted as her servant, or whatever. Whatever. Only by obtaining the Twin Horn Chaplet may she become the Bloom Guard, being able to gather the power of Kavarena. Such she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zervan, the first Pari. She is a mighty Pari who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very Pari who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But that elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. What, she doesn't want you to get yourself killed? Or sacrificed or whatever? I don't know. Doesn't sound unreasonable to me. Still, even without the Twin Horn Chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the Dark Hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Suresh called you her Yasnapati, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Forukasha Oasis? Oh my goodness. That is where Lady Zervan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zervan may yet change her mind about should she see that we humans view Lady Suresh as the predestined envoy. And why aren't you going? Well, as for me, she would certainly look down on a bookish man like me. Considering her many years of experience, if she looked upon me, I doubt she would ever change her mind again. Ha ha ha. This is the only method we have at present to change our current situation, so please, go with Lady Suresh to the sacred place protected by the Kavarena. Humph, aren't you the sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There's much I must do. For example, the preparations for the rite of Chinvat still must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kori drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the party who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the twin-horned chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Oh well, so we have to look for that party elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sarusha is. Then I shall leave the matter of the twin-horned chaplet to you two. I have some leftover work to take care of. I believe that all people, no matter who they are, will submit to you in the envoy's awesome glory. When we have each done what we must, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Okay, he's just saying the same thing as before. So let's switch over to this again because it's fun to fly. And, you know, there is this over here. I wonder, can I interact with that right there? Kind of curious. Oh. The Naroda fruits are borne by special plants that have been nourished by the Amrita, and their juices contain the same mysterious power. Press Sarusha's interact skill to cause her to harvest Naroda fruits and gain the ability to throw them, using that power to stand against the impurities. Okay. As they contain Amrita, the Naroda fruits juices can also melt through special crystals created from solidified Amrita. Huh. So... Oh, I'm about to, yeah, it sent me back. That's funny. I guess it's because I got too far away from where I originally was. So there isn't, like, an unlimited, you know, distance or whatever that you can travel with that. That's unfortunate. They just killed all the fun that way. That said, I am curious about this over here very fast. I know that I'm supposed to go, like, yeah, way over there, but let's check this out, because I'm pretty sure that it said something about this. Yeah. So I'm supposed to grab these. The controls for flight here, like ascending and descending, are a little bit awkward. But I don't mind. Okay, let's return to playing as Aether. I don't like how it takes a while to reload. I wish that it would just instantly switch to Aether wherever Sarusha's at. Oh well. Now let's go over here and interact with this thing, because why not? So I'm supposed to use this ability, and that allows me to do this, maybe? No. This. Oh! That's cool. So now I can just go back to Aether to collect the treasure chest.
Certainly worth the
Awesome.
extra mile.
Something tells me I'm not going to be able to use Sarusha outside of this place, which is very unfortunate. Anyways, I'll probably test it before I stop. What's this about? The Soul Bell is an ancient artifact of the Order of Skeptics, which they made together with the party for use in the trials, meant to choose human heroes. It used cover in its manufacture, and thus can be engraved with past memories.
Boats are made for
I can
transferring
activate
commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while.
Reach all the targets
Though it
within
is where many
45
things
seconds,
come
huh?
unsettled.
So there's one target. Ah, I get it. I get it. And I see another one of those things over there. I'm not going to get right now. I'm assuming Sarusha isn't going to sacrifice herself, though, at the end of all this, because
Certainly
there are
worth
quite a
the
few
extra
puzzles
mile.
that require her. So either, well, she could sacrifice herself still and we get, like, a replacement, but I don't know. I doubt it's going to work out that way. Yeah, I'm not going to go near that. In the center there. That said, where exactly am I supposed to be going? Oh, right over here. Now I think about it, is there a teleporter nearby? There are several nearby, but I'll go to the quest point first. And here we are. Continue onward, it says. So I shall do just that. At least for as long as it wants me to. Exploration knowledge. What are these things about? Tree vines have ensnared the scattered Kavarana. Suresh can use their power to extract the energies and channel it into the vines. Some tree vines have been affected by great crystals and required additional Kavarana energy for their snare to be loosened. Huh. Interesting. That's about the Naroda fruit. So let's go ahead and see about this. So I do this, right? And that allows her to gather that. And that. Whoops. Good grief. I want to press the shoulder buttons to ascend and descend, and it doesn't work that way. And it's very irritating, because that's usually how I ascend and descend in games where you can fly.
Worth the extra mile.
Having to press circle and X just doesn't feel right. That's how you ascend and descend, by the way. Circle and X, and what in the world is that? That is definitely some kind of creature that's been, like, crystallized. I am going to go ahead... Wait a second, maybe it's a Wennet. Like a crystallized Wennet or something. The horn right here reminds me of a Wennet. Could be wrong. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We have to go down here in order to continue. Whoa, so this giant snake fella is also sealed here? Maybe? Yes, but it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfires and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing that it's been sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon. Hee, Paimon knows that. You two certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But is it not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite? These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Aether would never do that. Ha, I merely jest. If you are bosom buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. Hee, we shall soon reach the Forukasha Oasis. Come, let us hurry. I actually have something to check here. Can I start this yet? Nope, I still have to complete the quest. I was thinking that maybe because I can see Sarush here, that I'd be able to actually start this, but I guess not. Actually, it doesn't quite look the same as Sarush, does it? Well, anyways, let's go ahead and get this teleportation point out of the way very fast. And I'm hoping to be able to actually, like, unlock the timed event before I stop this video, but something's telling me that's probably not going to happen. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. For some reason, I didn't realize I was supposed to go this way. Or now I'm supposed to go over this way. Weird. Just keep going. Oh. I suppose I can defeat these guys for the treasure chest very fast.
Let's play!
Gimme.
Think you can get away?
This is order.
That ought to do the trick.
Rest and revamp! My
And if not, then this.
Sakura swirl!
Oh no, it got lucky. Managed to barely break through the
Take flight!
elemental burst. Probably with some kind of charge attack.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Okay. This place is kind of crazy, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get this.
Stabilize.
Oh, it's one of these things. I've been kind of ignoring them, but I may actually need it to get through that that wall right there. I don't know if I actually need to get past this wall, but yeah, I definitely don't need to. I'm gonna go this way for just a second anyways, because I might be able to get a teleporter. Ah, great. It's just an open room. I'm gonna grab this, what? Farwick. As a form of cover on it scattered upon the earth, Farwicks contain the same power and will stick to your characters once picked up and affect nearby gray crystals. You can also put a Farwick down where you need it to unleash its power. Huh, okay. So in other words, I can pick that up and then stick it down on the ground wherever I want to. Obviously, I don't want to stick it on the ground just yet. Is there anywhere in particular? Right over here. So put it there, just like that. Now that I've done that, I may as well take the time to grab these. Okay. So far, so good. There should be like one or two more up here, right? Yeah, right here. Okay, what did... Oh, this tells you the order, doesn't it? So the highest, which is this one up here, is the first one. And then the next one is this one right here, followed by this one, and then that one. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean for both of those to end up, you know, getting hit by that or whatever at the same time. It worked out though. Okay, gimme.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Anyways, so there are flowers in here that I can collect and all that stuff. I actually really like Suresh. This is a pretty cool addition so far. Aside from the loading times, that can be a little bit annoying. But you know, between when you summon her and then go back to playing as Aether. Great. There's some more enemies right here surrounding this camp, so I may as well get this very fast. Oh. How unfortunate.
My apologies.
I would have liked to have used Venti's ability to quickly finish him off. There we go. Stuck on top of that, whatever that was that I was standing on for a second there. Was that the treasure chest? Yeah, I think I was standing on the treasure chest.
I shall treasure this good fortune.
Okay, good. Now we go up. Through the hole. And into another room full of puzzles. I may as well do this very fast. Now I know what to look for too, so whoops, I didn't mean to do that. What? Oh. That can happen. If you're not careful. I pressed the shoulder button again without meaning to. Trying to ascend or whatever. Okay. And this should finish it. Right? Wait a second. Why didn't this... Due to blockage? Oh! Oh. I get it. So you're supposed to take this over here. I was wondering why this was here. And you take this and you put it down over here, right? And then that way, when you do this, you can get this. Come on. So I have to retry because of all that. Not a big deal though. And this should finish it. Good grief. Can I make it so that the load times aren't as drastic when I'm close? This is just for experimental purposes. I don't know. Maybe.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Anyways, up here now. And to another cave. It looks like Najjina said the defiled energy is oozing out of that huge gap. It looks like there's a large tree stump down there too. The energy is doing something. Paimon doesn't know who or what that is. Okay. So this teleportation point has been unlocked. And this is actually where I'm going to be stopping for today. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to unlock the timed event. But, you know, I'll be able to do that in the next video. So, at least I hope so. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.